Hi, welcome to the University of Windsor's open office hours.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here. My name is Anthony Pictionary, and I am in the biology and psychology program. And I just had a question to ask you. I'm in the midst of sort of picking courses now, and I'm unsure whether to pick an in-person class or an online class, and if an online class is the right fit for me.
Well, actually, very fortunate person to ask a question to. My name's Mark Lubrick, and I'm actually in the Office of Open Learning, so that's kind of what we do.
Okay, perfect.
Well, for one thing, it's important to note that different courses can vary drastically. Also, the convention of what's done in an online class versus a face-to-face class is starting to blur a bit. With all the online tools, we can do a lot of live online sessions where they're actually interactive. But this has actually also led to a different approach. So it's not just online or face-to-face or in class as they call it. There's also a hybrid approach that some instructors are taking where they let students actually interact in the class or online. So you might want to check that as well.
That's perfect. I never even heard of the hybrid option for it, so I'm actually excited to be here and actually learn something new and maybe try that out, so thank you.
Oh, no problem. Well, I mean, I can also give you more details because as much as it's a range, you can think of it as a spectrum. The online course versus face-to-face, online is more flexible, whereas the face-to-face is much more scheduled. Because, you know, face-to-face class, you have weekly scheduled meetings, you're supposed to be doing the readings for that, and so it's really regimented to keep you on track. You're keeping current, and you're probably going to be ready for the assignments. Whereas, say, a face-to-face, even if there is a live session, normally it's going to be recorded and made available to students. So that can be really nice in terms of flexibility. You review the content when you want. So let's say, I don't know, you're working, or if you have a family, or if you just have trouble getting to campus, this can be a nice approach. But of course, it does mean you have to be much more self-disciplined because it's on you to do the work. Because sure, you can review the content when you want, but guess what? There's still going to be an assignment where you're going to need to have done the content for it. So really, you want to consider how much flexibility you need and also how self-disciplined you can be.
Well, that's perfect. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Good to meet you.
Take care.